Hi book friends, I'm Erin and this is Erin Go Read. Today I'm going to be doing my first ever book haul for you. These are a few books that I have purchased and mostly they're books that I have found or been given. These are all books not related to the PBS Great American Read Project, as those keep kind of coming in dribs and drabs as I find good deals on Book Depository, thrift books, or at local bookstores. So let's get started. First up is a newly discovered author to me, and that is the Australian Jane Harper and her second book in the Erin Falk series, Force of Nature. A group of colleagues goes on some sort of like wilderness retreat kind of thing. It's supposed to be like a team building, trust building adventure. And one of the women doesn't come back. And I think this woman turned out to be like the whistleblower for this company that Erin was already investigating. And so now there's a murder involved. And so I suppose he goes about solving the murder and possibly taking down the company. In December, I had read the first Erin Falk book, The Dry, which was really great. I enjoyed it a lot. I think I gave it 4 stars, which for mysteries, I tend to like 3.5. I enjoy them a lot, but they typically don't blow me away. But I thought this was really, really great. I enjoyed the Australian landscape, and the character of Erin was really interesting. So I'm excited to see what she has next. The next two are a couple of Japanese books. I read The Traveling Cat Chronicles a couple months ago and really enjoyed it. I do enjoy Haruki Murakami, and so I want to get a little bit more into Japanese fiction, and I seem to like it, so I'm interested in checking out more. This is very popular at the moment. This is Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata, and this is about a woman who works at a convenience store, and I suppose she's very good at it. And this is like her place in life. She's very good at it. She doesn't want to move on to bigger and better things. And she's perfectly happy and gets joy out of her job here. And so I think there's also some Japanese cultural information regarding what it is to work in a convenience store and probably about expectations, I suppose. So I don't know a whole lot going into this, but I've heard a lot of good things and I'm excited to dig in. It's a pretty short guy. I think it's under 200 pages. Yeah, it's 163. So this looks like a quick, fun read. Next up is a short story collection by Yukiko Motoya, translated by Asa Yoneda, and this is The Lonesome Bodybuilder. I've heard a couple good recommendations on this. I'm also getting more into short stories, so Japanese and short stories. So I'm ticking off 2 boxes there. So interested in getting into this. I do lift weights, so I'm by no means a bodybuilder, but maybe there's a bit of interest there for me in the title at least. Next up is a book that I found in one of my local little free libraries, and that is The Nest by Cynthia Sweeney. This is a family drama. The Nest refers to a joint trust fund that these siblings are in line to inherit very quickly. One of the siblings is recently out of rehab and I think is maybe putting the trust fund at risk, or the acquiring of the trust fund at risk. And then there are other family dynamics going on. They all need each other, so it's about like family dynamics and power struggle and friendship and all that. Next up is another little library pickup, and this is The Animators by Kayla Whitaker. I have no idea anything about this. It was a Book of the Month choice. Book of the Month, I think, does a pretty good job of curating their choices, and so if I see Book of the Month on there, I automatically think, I'll give that one a shot. So no clue what this is about. Don't know if I'll like it. This was the Book of the Month from February 2017, so about 2 years ago. Next up was a Christmas gift from my friend Megan. This is one of her favorite authors. This is Tracy Chevalier's Remarkable Creatures. This is a historical fiction set in England about the friendship between two ladies who enjoy scouring the beaches for fossils. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than that, but that's enough for me. It gives me Sarah Perry's The Essex Serpent vibe, so I'm instantly hooked. Last, but certainly not least, is Diane Setterfield's The 13th Tale. I picked this up at my local half-price books, and it got me thinking about a project I could do about now and then with authors. So Diane Setterfield has a new release out that I think it just came out in January called Once Upon a River. I have not read anything from her. I've heard a lot of good things about The 13th Tale, which is about an aging and I think ailing author who wants to tell her true life story to another writer or a reporter or something like that. And there's all sorts of intrigue and mystery and all involved in that. And so I thought, wouldn't it be cool to take a author's new work, read that in conjunction with or one after the other with maybe their most notable work on their backlist. So The 13th Tale and Once Upon a River, I think I'm going to do that with. Also on my list to do shortly will be Barbara Kingsolver's Unsheltered, which just came out at the end of 2018, and the Poisonwood Bible that came out, I believe, 20 years ago this year. Thank you for watching my first book haul. I just want to read all the books, and there's not enough time, and there's always more books. So I'm always accumulating more books. But as long as you're reading them, I think that's okay. Thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, comment. Have you read any of these books? Are you interested in any of these books? Subscribe. I'll see you around the tubes.